They are such a lovely family, and we are getting ready to start heat number 4. This is our last heat before we determine who is going to the finals. We got 10 minutes on the clock for these guys. We got Angus Hughes, Archie Cole, Charles Paddell, Felix Percival, Hunter Schutz, who is the brother of Dakota Schutz, who we saw earlier.
The Raptor man.
We got Jack Ward, who I was watching in the park the other day, and that guy was almost hitting the ceiling. We got Jamie Holt, like I said. We got Timo Sturmelin, who's got some crazy technical tricks on the rails. And then we got Tyler Chaffin, who is known for his triple front flips on the big air ramp. Well, with no further ado, we've begun. 10 minutes has started counting down. And just like that, Tyler Chaffin is flipping out, baby.
Wow, he can triple front flip on the Mega, and he can back flip down a set of stairs, showing us that he can take those park tricks, apply them to the street obstacles. Really impressed with Tyler right out the gate.
Absolutely, and Tyler's such a good guy, too. Always has a positive attitude. I think he's the one who let Bobby Rebus borrow a pair of shorts because they are teammates.
Wow, look at that. Angus Hughes going all the way through the kinks, switching it up to a back whip out at the end. Keep an eye out for him. Even though he rides a shorter park deck, he is able to get quite technical, pretty twisty, even throw some hard weight tricks out of the rails.
Yeah, you know, I was watching Angus at the contest in Australia. I was checking out the live stream, and yeah, he definitely has some tricks in his bag. He's going to need to reach down in there deep if he wants to get in that top 10 spot and move on to the finals.
Big old firecracker. That one might not be a huge score in the judges' eyes, but I know the crowd likes a good firecracker.
Yeah, and there's Archie Cole. You can see he's got some muscles on him, so we're going to see a bunch of tail whips coming from him.
Jake, I think that Charles Bedell has an average speed of about Mach 2.5. The man does not stop. He only knows how to ride fast.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you there. Look at this guy. Oh!
Another one in the rafters.
You know, I said it earlier. I thought Dakota was going to be the only one up there touching that thing. I have been proven wrong. Charles is up there with him.
I can't wait to see what else he's got in mind. We're not even 2 minutes in, and he's already jumping literally onto the roof.
I know. It's going to be crazy. Like I said, this is our final heat. This is the last chance for anybody to get in the finals. And we have Willie sitting on the 10th position. We have Dakota sitting in 9th, and then you jump up a couple spots. We got Ryan Williams in 7th. You know, none of these guys are safe if these guys can all throw down.
Definitely not. A lot of the guys in this heat have the potential to move on to the finals, trying to lock up that board slide into a crook, spin at 270, land back on the rail.
Timo's got those rail combos. He can just dance around on that thing.
Really nice hand plan as well from Tyler there. Charles powering through the kink with that backside board slide, showing us that he doesn't just ride fast and go high, he can also slap around on the rails too.
Yeah, Charles is definitely a beauty to watch. He's got so much style, which is one of the biggest things the judges are looking for. See just the way he pulls off of the rail and tweaks his body to get back straight. That's style right there, Cody.
Keeping it super clean. I don't understand how these guys power through that kink. That would eat me up for breakfast every single time. Charles going manual up. I watched his practice, going to try to nose Manny down, not quite having the speed there. He's definitely going to try that again.
That is going to be an absolute snack for the viewers at home if he can get that fakie nose manual all the way back down the hubba. It's an absolutely insane trick and requires so much balance and concentration. And if anyone can do it, it's Charles.
Definitely Charles.
We were watching him try it in practice. Not sure if he actually stuck it, but hopefully he gets it here in Heat 4.
Man, one crazy thing to keep in mind, too, if you're going to miss a 50-50 on one of these long rails, it just might taco you. And a taco is when you fall one half on one side of the rail and the other. It's not a fun experience. I did it just the other week. I'm still in pain. Going to the kickless, again, the floor and the ramps are a bit slick, so you're going to have to execute your tricks perfectly if you want to be rolling away.
You know, Cody, a taco is my favorite food, but there's no way I want to end up that way on the rail.
Wow, he just switched up his grind while on the rail, spinning at 270. He did get it. He got it really clean.
His landing was just out of frame, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Timo got that. Doing the locked-in crooked grind or Zeech grind to 270 front board down the rail.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, just dancing on the rail, basically.
For real, I did not know much about Timo, but I am really impressed. Like I told you earlier off air, Jake, one of my favorite things in scooters is when you do go from one grind, spin, land in another on the same rail. I think it's super impressive.
And Timo's actually from Switzerland. Only 18 years old.
Shout out to Switzerland, man.
Shout out to Switzerland.
Definitely got a heavy snowboard influence, and you can see it, like I said, spinning on and off the rails, even in the middle, landing back on it. Super dope.
Even Archie pulling out some style moves there. Downside tail whip over the stair set, hitting the front side half cab out. Love to see it. Timo's also rocking the visor like our boy, they call him Visor Boy, Kasu Palin.
Yes, I love the visor style, man. It probably comes off less often, too. With the Velcro, you're able to strap it on tight.
Looks like Angus wants a little something more than that. Dancing on the rail, backside board slide through the kink to backside lip slide. Todd's going crazy out there, Cody. There must be something going on.
Probably already got no voice by now. The man is just loving it. I know he's one of the best MCs in the game.
Yeah,
keeping the
absolutely.
crowd around here hyped, but it's got to be rough.
Do you think he's got a sailor hat on? I haven't taken a look at him.
I actually asked him about that, Jake, while packing. He forgot it.
Oh,
as disappointed as he might be.
That is so disappointing. I know the Nitro Circus guys, they were really looking forward to that sailor hat.
That's one of my favorite hats.
Yeah.
Wow, I think that was a front board to front lip, back to a back lip, Jake.
That was insane. Timo is definitely one of the best guys in this heat. He's going to score high because he is landing a lot of tricks, and they are a lot of technical tricks. I want to see Tyler get this hand plant.
Really pretty hand plant. You can see he's sneaking his hands towards the middle of his bar just to get extra leverage, because when you're going upside down one-handed, trying to keep the scooter underneath you,
it's
super
not
tough
easy.
to do. Super tough to do.
Yeah, like on a skateboard, you have both of your hands free.
Wow. That's a double inward from Hunter.
I
think Hunter is also one of the only riders to throw the triple inward. So for him, a double is just a walk in the park.
Oh, yeah, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner for him. Even maybe an afternoon snack. Looks like Tyler was eyeing up something. I'm not sure if we're going to catch it right now. Oh, going up the rail. Look, Timo got a little...
Another near miss. Still no collisions, though.
Yeah, good thing, too, huh?
Angus, yep.
Going for the whip out on that board through the kink to backside lip slide. Insane tricks. I'm just imagining Jimmy up there on the deck just watching these tricks
trying to understand.
Yeah, trying to compare them to maybe some skateboard or BMX maneuvers. That's what's so cool about this sport, is it's a nice combination of both things.
Wow. Charles hitting the nose manual all the way through, whipping out.
That was
pure
insane.
Control.
I really hope we see the fakey nose manual down that, but he made the straight nose manual look so easy and following it up with a whip out. And there goes Hunter, doing what Hunter does, a nice easy front flip over the hip. No big deal.
He makes everything look so casual. Just going to double inward, going to front flip over the small hip. No big deal.
He's not a small dude either. Hunter is absolutely built up. So for him to be hucking his body around like that is no easy task.
He's jacked, as some of my Canadian friends might say.
Yeah. Oh,
Charles going back into the rafters,
baby.
getting it that time.
That's right, Charles.
I think he's going to trick in or out, Jake. I think that was just a warm-up.
Hey, we saw Coda do it, so, you know, Charles definitely has it in him.
Timo getting the board slide through the kink,
you think
switching up to a back lip.
Think he's trying to steal some tricks from Angus? Maybe a little blood action out there on the course?
Snake. Wouldn't want to see a scrap between the boys, man.
Yeah. See, what's different, though, about these two is that Angus is going through the second kink before he switches up to the back lip. And then Timo is changing it right before the last kink. There's a fakey feeble half cap bar spin from Archie Cole.
Archie showing us he can do a little bit of everything. Definitely another rider, again, more known for being a park guy. But if you want to be the king of kings, Jake, you have to throw down in all three events. A lot of guys just doing their best to do everything. Another one being Jamie Hull, the double flip master, showing us that he can slide and grind on the rails too.
Yeah, it's crazy. R. Willie was talking about it in his Nitro World Games preview. Jamie Hull has done a double backflip quint whip. 5 tail whips while doing 2 backflips. It doesn't make any sense.
Jake, I can't even do 5 backflips, and this kid is throwing it with a double backflip. It makes no sense.
Felix Percival out there as well. He's a local Brayton boy, only 17 years old, from Bristol, actually. He's hanging out there with the big guys.
Oh, I think Charles is going to try that one we were watching earlier in practice, Jake, where he gets into what the Frenchies like to call a feebser, and he reaches down and actually touches the rail while he's sliding.
Yes.
Really creative.
It's like a layback slide if you're familiar with certain terminology.
A really good way to put it, Jake.
Yeah.
Really good way to put it, actually.
So he's locking in that feebser, which is basically a feeble grind, but on a rail. It's I think translates directly in French to skateboard feeble.
Not quite, Jake, but a good try.
Is it close? Am I close?
You're close enough. We're going to let it slide.
Cody's my Canadian counterpart, but he's French-Canadian, so he knows the terminology a little bit more than I do.
Man, we just saw another front flip down the stairs in the background, Jake. There it is. Archie sending it. No fast plant either.
Yeah.
You'll notice in scootering often when you're trying to get the rotation started for a front flip, especially without any transition, the guys will slap their foot down to get it started. Archie doing that one there without the use of his foot at all.
Wow, big pocket air from Charles.
Just boosting.
A pocket air. You see that the bowl corner actually curves around, and Charles is airing from one side of it to the other. We call it a pocket air, and he was pretty high up on that one.
And they are incredibly hard to do, Jake.
Yeah.
A pocket air is much tougher than a regular air. Charles having absolutely no fear going full send at that one.
Yeah. We have about a minute left in our qualifying here. This is the last heat.
Something just went down.
Yeah, something insane must have just happened. I'm just wondering if these guys are going to move into the top 10, if they're going to bump somebody out. I have a good feeling that Charles is going to be up there. Who else from this heat do you think is going to be moving into the top 10?
To be fair, I'm not sure how big a shakeup we're going to see. Charles has definitely been throwing down pretty hard. Angus is throwing down pretty good as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't think all of our riders here are going to be moving on, but at least a few of them should have made their way into the top 10 and moving on to the 20-minute final.
Well, we saw Timo come out swinging at the beginning. There he goes right there. Wow.
Wow.
Going for a board slide, doing a bar spin while he's in the board slide and heel whip out. He started off this heat very strong, doing a lot of crazy tricks, and I think he's slowed down a little bit. We got to hope that the judges don't forget about him.
Yeah, he definitely came out swinging at the start. And interesting. Charles full blast, front lip. The dude does
Look
not
how
stop.
fast he's going. He's cruising around the whole park. Look out behind you, buddy.
Another pocket air. Perfectly done.
Absolutely beautiful. This is our last 5 seconds. These guys got to get it in quick.
Charles actually ended that jam with a run, I would say. That was really awesome. A couple dudes to watch out for. Like we said, Charles Padel, like you mentioned, Timo, came out swinging.
Yeah.
I think he definitely did enough to at least be in the mix. Maybe not in the top 10, but definitely worth mentioning. It's going to be interesting to see. Let us know at home what you guys thought. Who do you think is going to be in the finals? Who's going to take this year's King of Street?
Yeah, so it looks like John Throne has probably secured a spot along with August and a couple of the other guys. Let's take a look at the highlights from heat number 4. Check out some stuff that we may not have seen on the stream. There's Felix doing a big flare whip. And Timo,
there's that
there
trick.
it is.
I absolutely love that trick, Jake. Perfectly executed, super clean.
What is it exactly? So it's a Zeech 270 to front board.
Exactly. So you're starting in a board slide, locking it into a Zeech, or a crook as a biker would say, and then you're going to pop a front side 270 and land back in that front board. You exactly got it right, Jake.
I also love that little stall that Charles did after the nose manual whip.
Yep.
I don't really know. Is there a name for that trick?
We definitely missed that one, Jake. Angus going all the way through the kink, heel whipping out as well.
Oh yeah. That was absolutely crazy. Those highlights were beautiful. That was a magnificent heat. All 4 heats were absolutely amazing. So much action. Lorette, Jimmy.